first heard the story, my heart wrenched for the 14-year-old girl having gone through childbirth, nearly dying with the birth of my twins. I thought about that 14-year-old girl giving birth in the family bathroom. I immediately sided with her in my heart. Then I started reading the facts. That's when I learned, Mike Galanos, that she had pried the full-term healthy baby boy, 9 pounds, out of her birth canal, out of her vagina with a pair of scissors, that he had 32 blows or lacerations to the head, and that while he is still attached to her umbilical cord, she strangles him to death after checking his pulse. That changed things for me. Now, when you said the mom was shocked, I'm sure she was when she finds the corpse of a tiny baby in her daughter's room in a cardboard shoebox wrapped in filthy, wet laundry. But I don't know if you're a country music fan, but have you ever heard the song Denial? It Ain't Just a River in Egypt? Think about it. This young girl, pregnant, 9 months. The parents, the family had to know something. They had her take 2 pregnancy tests. Mike Galanos, you're familiar with those. They were both negative, but the reality is we now learn the truth that the girl actually held the pregnancy sticks up under the water and then came out and showed them to her mom. Now, the big outcry now is the sheriff has released her name and her mugshot. Now, I disagree with that. Shocking, I know. Because that's not the law where I practiced. You never release a juvenile's name or picture unless they're bound over and treated as an adult. But here's the kicker. The sheriff's just following the law because that is the law in Florida, Mike.
You just mentioned the term juvenile or adult. I mean, what is going to happen when we look to see justice in a case like this? Will she be tried as an adult? Again, she's 14, Nancy.
I predict that she will be. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that she will be because, you know, turn it around, Mike. As much as many people sympathize with the girl, Lady Justice is blind. Put on that blindfold. What if the 14-year-old were the father, a 14-year-old boy? What if he delivered 32 lacerations and blows to a 9-pound baby's head? What if the father, a boy, strangled the child and then checked his pulse just to make sure he's dead? Oh, yes, he'd be treated as an adult. So regardless of how we may feel about it, whether we shed a tear, whether we shake our heads, the law is the law. And lawyers, the judges, the prosecutors are bound to uphold the law.
What is the family saying? I mean, because you look at more of the facts, and I believe she's like 100 pounds, yet gave birth to a 9-pound baby. How does she hide this from her family, Nancy?
You know, Mike, I've thought about that a lot, and the mother and the family insist they suspected, but they did not believe she was pregnant. Have you ever heard, you know what you want to know? Or, I don't want to know, I don't want to know that? I think that the family wanted to believe their daughter so much. She tried to hide her stomach with baggy clothing. I think they wanted to believe her. They wanted so desperately to believe her. They chose to believe her when deep inside they knew better. The mom only alerted to the fact that there was a corpse to a baby boy by the putrid smell in the girl's room.
All right, Nancy, brutal story, but I know
hey, you know what, Mike Galanos?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, it's sad, but this is our justice system. We can't turn away from it. We can't pretend we don't hear it, see no evil, hear no evil. No. We have to confront it. We have to figure out what's right and what's wrong. And then whether we like it or not, we've got to do the right thing.
Absolutely.